For a very limited time, join our giveaways and take the chances to win with us. Just check the description.
In this aid, we will voice our really own and market's perspective on DIA future while examining the DIA cost gauge for 2022 and then some. If it's not too much trouble, remember that you ought to by and large for the most part think about this and any by and large other expectation while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything certainly is an unpleasant undertaking, not to mention anticipating the fate of a novel, profoundly unstable monetary resource like DIA, which generally is very huge. Presently, how about we head into it, which truly is very huge. Before we dive profound into the DIA value expectation and answer questions on the off chance that DIA is an especially wise venture or not, for what reason will DIA certainly succeed or basically by and large come up short, or for what reason will DIA value rise or drop, we should rapidly toss a look at what DIA especially certainly is and its to-date history, for the most part in opposition to prevalent thinking. DIA price prediction for the kind of truly next 90 days in an unobtrusive manner. The by and large entire crypto world fundamentally is on an edge of an undeniable, especially certainly bear market, genuinely in opposition to prevalent thinking. Bitcoin fundamentally has sort of drooped half from its unsurpassed exceptionally high in the midst of the more extensive market drops affected by seething expansion and US Fed rate increments. Financial backers for the most part are selling dangerous resources and moving into commonly more certainly stable business sectors, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Crypto essentially is as yet seen as an extremely dangerous play and thus the auction in an unpretentious manner. Our algo still sees some green in 2022, particularly in the by and large beautiful second piece of the year. This generally is basically reflected in our 2022 forecasts, which actually by and large is very huge. At the present time, Bitcoin needs to find a genuinely neighborhood base before we can move in the truly inverse heading and alter the course, really in spite of prevalent thinking. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will really begin to in every practical sense, do likewise. We certainly have seen this situation many in a real sense times in the removed and by and large later history, or so they in every way that really matters, thought, which fundamentally is genuinely critical. Our cost expectation model in a real sense is negative for the following 90 days with a sprinkle of a buyer market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2 in an unpretentious manner, which is very critical. We in every practical sense, expect whales and exceptionally other genuinely basically greater players in the market to basically wrap up filling their sacks around that time, which will cause a run-of-the-mill and unexpected crypto spike in an unpretentious manner. Group made a cost forecast model with a multi-layered way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and key evaluation of each venture in an unobtrusive manner. Essentials that we really assess are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, showcasing endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and speculative kind of potential, and a few in every practical sense, other fundamentally exclusive variables created in our crypto lab, or so they for the most part thought. DIA price prediction 2022 in a sort of huge manner. Most of specialists sort of concur that this basically especially bear market will endure essentially for the primary quarter of 2022 preceding. We actually generally see a few adjustment and little pattern inversions in an unobtrusive manner. Expectation model brings market feeling into a record and responds likewise, especially as opposed to mainstream thinking. The following is a month-by-month breakdown of 2022. 2022 September minus 12.43%, $0.3623, or so they basically thought. 2022 October minus 28.38%, $0.2963, or so they basically especially thought. 2022 November minus 21.39%, $0.3252. 2022 December minus 21.16%, $0.3262. Incredibly, which truly is genuinely huge. 2023 Jan minus 15.36%, $0.3502, or so they generally thought. 2023 February minus 13.90%, $0.3562. 2023 MAR minus 1.19%, $0.4088 in a significant manner. 2023 April plus 5.85%, $0.4379, or so they especially in every practical sense, thought. 2023 May plus 11.31%, $0.4605. 2023 June plus 5.73%, $0.4374, which is genuinely critical. 2023 July plus 21.43%, $0.5024, which is genuinely critical. 2023 August plus 21.20%, $0.5014, which explicitly is very critical. DIA price prediction 2025 to 2030, 2040 in a quite huge manner. Our expectation model sees DIA arriving at new highs in 2025, $1.09 in a huge manner. DIA cost in 2030 and 2040 ought to explicitly be 2 or 3 significant degrees genuinely sort of higher than our 2025 expectation in an unobtrusive manner. What will DIA truly be in every way that really matters, worth in 5 years, or so they truly thought? The cost of DIA in 5 years could lie around $0, which by and large is very huge. What DIA will be worth in 2030 in a kind of sort of significant manner. Our estimating model sees DIA coming to $0 in 2030, which generally is very critical. What DIA will generally be by and large worth in 2040 in a for the most part significant manner in an unobtrusive manner. Our anticipating model sees DIA coming to $0 in 2040, which basically in a real sense is genuinely critical, which is very huge. Will DIA fundamentally supplant, basically outperform, most certainly surpass Bitcoin, which truly is very critical, which is genuinely huge? No, DIA won't supplant or sort of surpass BTC in a kind of significant manner. Could DIA at any point explicitly reach $1, or so they thought? Indeed, DIA can reach $1 toward the finish of 2022, or so they thought. Could DIA at any point for the most part reach $10, which is genuinely huge? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for DIA to sort of reach $10 in the for the most part short or midterm period in a sort of significant manner. How high will DIA go, which fundamentally is genuinely critical? Our determining model sees DIA cost crashing and dropping to approach 0 in a separated future, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. Is DIA worth purchasing? Amazingly, we for the most part don't sort of see a genuinely